The year 2022 came to an end, and many new animes aired during the year.
Me?
Just die, you chatty robot!
With so many new anime choices, it is hard to decide which one to watch next. So, we've come up with a list of the top 10 Isekai fantasy, so you know what super hit anime you should be watching. The anime that holds the number 10 spot in our list is She Professed Herself Pupil of the Wise Man. This series follows the story of a male gamer named Sakimori Kagami, who plays a game called Arch-Earth Online. He acts as Dunbalf, an old wizard who is one of the game's 9 great sages. Together with King Solomon and the 9 wise mages, they form the mage player kingdom of Alchemist. Sakimori is the strongest character in the virtual reality online multiplayer role-player game Arch-Earth Online. One day, after adjusting to his character, he's sucked into the game world. But he is now a girl. 30 years have passed. Ark's world is now more realistic, but the 9 mages are missing. He proclaims his new identity as Mira, the pupil of the wise man Dunbalf, and is tasked with finding the other missing mages by King Solomon. This anime falls into adventure and fantasy genre, and it has a decent storyline. It premiered in the winter season, and its animation is also beautifully done. It has 12 episodes and is a good place to start watching. The next anime on the list is called The Greatest Demon Lord in History. The sorcerer Varvatos has grown too powerful and is no longer recognized as human. Varvatos is so powerful that the rest of humankind begins calling him the Demon Lord. With no one who can understand him, he feels alienated from his fellow humans, leading him to desire true companionship. He decides to reincarnate as an average boy 3,000 years later as a villager, hoping his fate will change in his next life. Unfortunately, magical powers and education have declined, so while his powers are considered average in the past, in the present, he is once again the strongest warrior and sorcerer. He realizes that even after weakening himself, his strength still overshadows everyone in this era. One other issue is his lack of social skills, and due to this, he's still having a hard time making friends, and there are some unforeseen consequences of leaving his position in the past. The action in this anime is solid, and it has some harem theme as well, and we recommend that you give it a try. On number 8, we have Management of a Novice Alchemist. Following the death of her parents, Sarasa Feed is placed in an orphanage. Her family's company is stolen by their greedy business partners. Then, after meeting an alchemist, Sarasa is inspired to be like her. She studies passionately and is accepted to the Royal Alchemist Academy, where she becomes an apprentice to Master Alchemist Ophelia Millis. After 5 years, she takes her alchemist certification exam and passes with a perfect score. She graduates from the academy and decides to start her business just like her parents. But she does not have adequate financing, and due to lack of funds, she can't open a shop in the capital. Then, Sarasa purchases the cheapest shop she can find in the tiny Yak village surrounded by forests. The small store is situated far away from the bustling capital. With advice from Ophelia to master volumes of alchemical works and an aim to succeed, she reaches her new shop and starts an adventure as an alchemist. Released in the fall season, it has a slice of life, adventure, and fantasy touch to it, and it has a total of 12 episodes. Next on the list is a super hit anime called Engage Kiss. Set in the advanced city called Beiron City, an artificial island located in the Pacific Ocean near Japan, built on a newly discovered energy source, promises every citizen a luxurious and comfortable lifestyle. But it is troubled by the mysterious appearance of demons. To deal with the demons, the government hires demon exterminators. The protagonist is a young demon exterminator, Shu Ogata, who works alongside her 100-year-old demon partner, Kisara. Kisara looks like a young girl, but to keep her employed, Shu pays a huge price, and it is not in cash. Despite running a private military business, he often struggles to make ends meet due to reckless expenses. Fortunately, Kisara His demon partner is more than eager to help Shu. Shu frequently contacts his ex-girlfriend Ayano Yugiri for help. Shu appears to be a loser whose livelihood depends on his relationships with 2 women. However, he has an ambitious goal: to uncover the truth behind the D-Hazard incident long ago, in which his parents and sister went missing. All the while, there's a greater force at work behind the curtains. This anime has good action and a decent story. It features a bit of comedy and romance as well. The next anime is called Beast Tamer. The protagonist, Rain Shroud, is a beast tamer. In a world filled with beasts, there are unique, ultimate species that harbor immense strength and magical prowess. Humans covet their abilities, leaving some of these species to the brink of extinction. Rain can use animals for many tasks, such as reconnaissance and logistics. He is part of a party led by an evil, manipulative hero, Arios Orlando. He is expelled from the hero Arios' party, which considers him too weak because he only has the ability to form contracts with animals and is useless in combat. However, unbeknownst to the team that cast him away, Rain is an exception among beast tamers. His potential becomes apparent when he meets Kanade, a cat spirit, who is also one of the ultimate species, and he is able to form a contact with her. The two then begin their journey together, with Rain befriending and taming other girls from different races who become powerful companions while obtaining new abilities with each new contract formed, earning jealousy from Arios. The main themes of this anime are action and fantasy, but has some elements of harem as well. Next up, we have The Battle of Awaji Island, which has released 2 parts in the summer season. After Musashi rescues Michiru Saruwatari from a demon, his friend Kojiru Kanamaki discovers that his father was a member of the Osaki clan.
親父の知り合いかもしれない男。なんでお前が出てくんだよ、武田直虎。
Determined to learn more about his past, Kochiru, alongside the Kanamaki clansmen, decides to participate in Osagi's punitive expedition against the demon lord of Awaji Island. Yomata no Orochi, an 8-headed dragon that threatens to engulf the entire region. However, upon joining Usagi's military alliance, Musashi faces the harsh reality of fighting against powerful demons. Meanwhile, a group called the Obsidian Eight pursue the Obsidian Goddess, which dwells within Musashi's body. As the situation grows chaotic, Musashi and his friends must foil the machinations of the various factions conspiring to seize the Obsidian Goddess. This show has a great reception, and it falls in the adventure and fantasy genre, and has a lot of action true to the shonen nature. It has clean animations, better pacing, and a lot of potential. The next anime we're going to talk about is I'm the Villain. Being acutely ill, a young girl has spent most of her life in a hospital room, playing otami games to fill her time. However, one day she finds herself in the midst of a scene from one of the games as the story's villainess, Irene Lorraine Dautrich. Her engagement with the Crown Prince Cedric Jean Elmire is nullified as she can be together with Lilia Rainworth, the game's female protagonist. She knows that, as a villainess, she is destined to die, but determined to change it, the young girl resolves to conquer the game's final boss, the Demon King, and Cedric's half-brother, Claude Jennifer Elmire, by making him fall in love with her instead. But it is not as easy as it sounds. While time is of the essence, it is up to Eileen to change the course of her tragic ending, and Claude's. It is a good isekai anime, with comedy, romance, and fantasy. Parallel World Pharmacy is an anime that is made in collaboration with the Japan Pharmaceutical Association, a part of a campaign to bring awareness to the professions and practices of the pharmaceutical field. Kanji Yakutani, a Japanese medical researcher, dies from overwork. To his immense surprise, he finds himself reborn in another world with a medieval culture. In which proper medical treatments are an affordable privilege to the wealthy only. In his new life as Pharma de Medicis, he discovers that he has been granted a divine blessing from Panthesos, the god of medicine. With his divine blessing and his retained knowledge of modern medicine, Pharma decides to revolutionize the other world's medical advancements and make proper treatments affordable for the common folk. It is an Isekai anime, but lacks the usual harem trope and focuses on the medical theme. Overall, it's a fun watch. Next up, we have Reincarnated as a Sword. A nameless sword wakes up to discover he has been reincarnated from his former life as a human after dying in a car accident. With his power of telekinesis, he moves around this new world, acquiring several skills and abilities. Accepting his fate as a sword, he begins to seek someone to become his wielder, fighting and gaining powers. He discovers a caravan of slave traders under attack by a two-headed bear. A young catgirl slave, Fran, discovers the sword and uses him to kill the bear. She names the sword Shisho and officially becomes his wielder, and the two embark on an adventure together. No member of Fran's tribe has ever evolved into a mightier beast, but Fran plans to be the first and achieve her parents' dream. As Shisho promises to remain her sword until she attains her goal, they form an unstoppable partnership of impressive strength. It was released in the fall season and is an Isekai anime with a lot of action. And the number one spot is held by The Devil is a Part-Timer. The demon lord Satan seeks to conquer the world of Ente Isla by annexing its 4 continents with the help of his demon generals Asiel, Lucifer, Malkoda, and Adramelech. His efforts are foiled by the hero Amelia, who kills Malkoda and Adramelech, forcing Satan and Asiel to make his swift retreat through a dimensional portal, only to find themselves stranded in modern-day Tokyo. Powerless in a world without magic, they take human forms, and Satan takes a part-time job in a fast food restaurant named McRonald's, while Asiel serves as his houseman. One day, Satan, who now goes by Sadao Mao, meets a girl who is actually Amelia in the form of Emi Yusa. Whether it's part-time work, household chores, or simply trying to pay the rent on time, Hataraku Mao-sama presents a hilarious view of the most mundane aspects of everyday life, all through the eyes of a hapless demon lord. It is a reverse Isekai anime with comedy and fantasy themes, along with mythological and romantic subtext. It's a fresh take and a must-watch. And this is our list of our top 10 Isekai fantasy anime of 2022. If you like this video, kindly like and subscribe. Stay tuned to see more videos like this, and we will see you with a new video.